Today, I'm showing you every secret change that was made in the LEGO Fortnite Odyssey Ninjago update. But the game here is that if I can show you a secret that you did not know about, you have to like the video. But if I get a second secret you didn't know, you have to subscribe with notifications on. So many comments are trying to correct me on how I pronounce Leloid. But did you know that his dad, Garmadon, called him Leloid and named him himself? Check this out.
Leloid?
That's right. It's me, your son. And it's Lloyd, Dad.
No. L-L-O-Y-D. I named you.
You ruined my life.
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
Let's cover something I'm sure a lot of you didn't do, and that's creating a brand new world. And that's because they added 5 brand new cover images. 2 of the images have to do with the Storm King, where there's 3 new ones that showcase your Ninjago island. When you load in, you can open up your build menu and then filter into the Ninjago section. And even without redeeming anything from the LEGO Pass, what you can see is that they did give us brand new and free floor pieces. Whether it's squared or even triangle shaped, we did receive a few new pieces. Animals received brand new variants on Ninjago Island, where we could spot the cows now having horns on them, and even taking a look at the sheep, they look a little bit different. I would argue that this is one of the bigger changes that we received, and that's that we now have 8 total inventory slots, which means that we could place 2 completely different elemental powered weapons in there to do combos. We could carry 2 type of shields or healing potions. We could carry a pickaxe and an axe for farming, as well as 2 items for any type of buffs. When it comes to the rice that we're able to collect around the new water that's on this island, if you didn't know, you could place these into the garden plot so that you don't need to venture out anymore and grow it yourself at the monastery where you spawn at. They give you a lot of free materials here at the monastery, but one of my favorites is that if you place a recycler in front of one of the chests, you could place the pickaxe, the axe, and the basic glider that you get from here every 10 minutes and process free materials every 10 minutes. So that means that we can get ourselves wooden rod, iron bar, copper bar, and even some wolf claw every time. We have all wanted to stack our buffs that we receive from food, but if you didn't know, there's brand new shrines in the game. And while I could eat my corn to get a max stamina buff, I could also open up a shrine and get reflective damage. Something I didn't record is that while you have 2 of them stacked, if you're lucky enough to find a 3rd shrine, that will stack a 3rd buff. We all learned about the new teleport feature while we were inside of the Ninjago tutorial, but if you didn't know, even when you're on your main island, you're able to use this feature to go back to the monastery. I will say it does take a little bit longer, but still nice that we could use this teleport anytime we want. While at the monastery, we could test out one of the brand new boosts that happened to us when it comes to using a Spinjitzu scroll, and that's called Break Fall Landing. I'm going to unequip my glider here to showcase this, but if you have a scroll on your player, you can jump from any height and you will no longer take any fall damage. If you're struggling to find essence in this mode, what you need to do is run up to one of the red portals and just fight the enemies without throwing any of those chaos embers into the portal. What this will do is just continuously spawn enemies and give you essence for every single enemy that you defeat. Now, I believe that you get about 20 essence per enemy, which is pretty good considering the fact that they instantly respawn. This means that this is going to be a faster method to get essence than going and fighting at the spires or even fighting inside of the Storm King arena. While that's a great way to farm essence, it's not the best because there is a new glitch that we're able to do if you haven't completed your tutorial or if you plan on creating a brand new world. When Leloid tells you to go and find the Combat Chaos Challenge, he's going to make you jump off of this little jump here and go through these circles. And before you do that, instead of jumping off and going through them and collecting 50 essence each time, what we could do is place a floor directly into this circle here and force the game to give us 50 essence every time that we jump up and down, which is absolutely overpowered to start a brand new Ninjago world. Now, we had chaos embers from when we were fighting against those portals, and if you didn't know, you could use these to farm materials, and they do just as much damage as what your pickaxe or your axe would do. Simply pick these up and throw them towards whatever you would like, whether that's tree, bamboo, steel, or even dragon opal, and let this do all of the work for you. You don't need to waste any durability that you have on any of your tools, as this doesn't have any durability on it, and will farm all of the materials very quickly. Something that a lot of you probably haven't paid much attention to is going to be inside of your codex under the special area. And the reason why we want to look in here is because when you take a look at the relics, it will tell you what they counter. So I could take a look at the geokinesis relic to know that earth does better against lightning. Fire does good against earth. You can see that the earth relic will do good against lightning, and the pyrokinesis will do good against fire. So we could use this to get all of the information that we need to know how to counter different enemies. And pay attention when you do have those relics, because you want to ensure that you're using the ones that come with a secondary attack. You could use an ice relic, or you could use one of the relics that gives a secondary attack, which will do even more ice damage to multiple enemies. If you're struggling to find legendary oil, legendary relics, or even epic relics, the best way to do this is to level up your star level. And the way that you do this inside of the Ninjago update is by using epic raritied weapon and epic rarity charms. The higher the levels on your weapons and charms, the higher level your character is going to be. A lot of players thought that once this Ninjago update released, that a lot of the old weapons, charms, and even equipment wouldn't be as valuable. But if you didn't know, the trinket that came with the hunter class from the superhero update is still one of the best in the game, as it's able to stun the enemy dragon and make it a lot easier to fight against. Defeating the dragon gives by far the coolest trophy that we could have ever received, and that's going to be the expert mode dragon trophy. Inside of expert mode, we receive trophies for getting level 10 villages and even defeating the Storm King. I saved one of my favorite secrets for last, and that's the fact that we're able to find legendary relics, which to some of you may not sound that crazy, but if you didn't know, these are one of the rarest drops in the game. Not just that, but if you take a look at the relic section inside of your ninja workbench, you'll notice that you can't even craft these relics, making them by far the rarest item in the entire game. And I guess my actual last secret would be this. On these floating ice islands, you're able to go into here and find yourself ice energy, which is very unique because a lot of us probably don't look off of the edge of the island. That's it for all of the secrets that I have. Let me know how many you guys didn't know down in the comments section, and let me know of any secrets that you guys know about that I didn't cover. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers by pressing the subscribe button down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and check out those 2 recommended videos as well. YouTube thinks you'll really like them.